Hello there. Camera's camera's all fucked up. Um, this is gonna be an interesting stream. I won't lie. I woke up this morning and I didn't have time for breakfast before going to work. I had time for a shower, which explains my luxurious locks. Um, but I didn't have time for breakfast, so instead I just ate what was in the break room at work, which was cup noodle. Then I waited around until lunchtime, and of course I hadn't packed myself a lunch, so I had what was available in the lunchroom, which is cup noodle. I also grabbed one of those cookies out of the vending machine. You know, the gross kind that are over 500 calories a piece. So I had two cup noodles and a fat cookie, which I'm pretty sure was just carved out of the abdomen of a morbidly obese person, and then slapped into a bag and sold out of my my break room vending machine. And then I had two Diet Cokes. So that's what I mean when we're going to see if I have a stroke on stream tonight. Also, my roommate, having heard this story, was like, "Oh my God, you need food. Have some bread pudding with chocolate and pecans." I was like, I don't see how that's an improvement. It's fucking delicious, but I'm not sure it's good for me. I'm also going to drink a beer. So, like, seriously, we're just going to see if I can actually provoke myself into having a stroke live on camera for all of Twitch. That's my plan. Keep it here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Narcloft's eating stream. This is where I sit in front of the camera and eat things that you don't get to eat. Hey, let's round it out. I'll drink things you don't get to drink. Tonight's thing you don't get to drink is Bubble Farm IPA by Clown Shoes Brewery. It is the penultimate beer in my 12 Beers of Christmas fun pack. And here's the can art for you. It looks cool, right? Well, I think so. I'm going to go ahead and crack it. We'll find out if it's any good. I'll be the judge of that. On the nose. Oh, it's very... I'm just picturing like a person tuning in at that exact moment. Just on the nose. And that's their introduction to my stream for the very first time. It's an India Pale Ale. It smells like one. I'll bet it tastes like one. Ready? Oh. Okay. Hello there, Mr. Grapefruit. This is interesting. I wasn't expecting this. It's a different outcome than I had planned. Citrusy. Far more citrusy than their other India Pale Ale entrance to the category of India Pale Ale. This is an IPA with some panache, with some pizzazz, a little spring in its step. It's all the things you would expect from an India Pale Ale, in that it does have it has the hoppiness, it has the floral qualities. It's not anywhere near as astringent or dry as a lot of IPAs that I've had. This one's very wet on the tongue. It feels like this would be a perfect drink for like a summer day. If you were parched in the hot sun after working in the vegetable garden this would be a damn good beer to just cool you down and help you refresh your palate a bit. I like the citrusy notes. It has a definite more like grapefruity, lemon zesty, orange zesty kind of flavor. But it's distinctly grapefruit. It has that kind of slightly bitter quality to it, at the same time as being sweet. That's very. I'm really impressed. We're on the 11th of 12 beers by this company, and I really don't think a single entrant has been what I would call a subpar. I would say every single one of them has been impressive in its own right. The first one that I tried, first one out of the box, little too much. And I think that was One Man Holiday. It's just too many flavors happening at once. Very interesting to try, very difficult to finish a whole can. But every other beer, the whole damn thing, I've been like, yep, I've finished that. If it weren't for the fact that I don't want to drink more than one beer a night, I'd finish that. So it was just, this has been a pleasure, Clown Shoes. Cheers to you. I'm looking forward to our next stream, in which I will finish off the 12-pack with Galactica Double IPA. We'll find out what that's all about. But for right now, it's a Bubble Farm, and it's pretty damn tasty. Tell you what it doesn't go with. Bread pudding with chocolate and pecans. That's not what this is for. This is for a very, very different meal. Chicken, fish. Hell, I'd eat that with beef. I don't care. I'd eat that with beef. No, I don't think so. I'd drink it with beef, though. I don't care who knows it. Let's see here. I'm gonna finish up my bread pudding. I'm gonna pick that plate clean too, because that's some good bread pudding. Have I mentioned recently what a delightful roommate I have? Because she cooks things. She's my hairstylist. She cut my hair, trimmed my beard up, made me look a little bit more presentable. A little less preposterous, if you will. And she's downstairs right now cooking dinner for my girlfriend, who's also downstairs right now. So, fix this. There we go. All right, ready? And kabam. Now, there's a few things I want you to notice. First of all, the stream currently says I'm playing Control, even though we're playing Dragon Age Inquisition, and the name plate says Dragon Age Inquisition, so I need to fix that. I gotta fix that, but good. So we're gonna go to boop, 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 boop. Stream Manager, and we're going to change the category to category is just chatting. That's just not accurate at all. We're going to change it to Dragon Age Inquisition. Seriously? There we go. I'm going to set it to Dragon Age Inquisition, and we're going to hit done. And we're going to hope to Christ that actually shows up. Know what we're going to do after that? We're going to show off some new features. I have fucked with that Stream Deck quite a bit. And here we are. Oh, that's not good. So I can press buttons and it will play video clips now. I have mastered the dark arts. In addition to that video clip, I also have this one. It's a clip from one of my favorite movies. The movie is Prophecy. It's about mutations, and how we should make sure that we don't have too much mercury in our water. I got this one for you. That's right, I've even replaced my face in that one. So at any given moment, if I want to. So that's just in there. That's in there forever now. That's not going anywhere, so I hope you get used to it, and I hope you like it. Because at any given moment, without warning, I could randomly become an old man chewing aggressively on his tobacco. That can happen at any goddamn time. You'll never see it coming. No, I don't want a connection to the Dragon Age servers. Just let me out. Let me continue my game. Thank you. So, it says I've got one viewer. How you doing? I can see you. Right there with you. Watching. Ever vigilant. Oh, hey Sue, how you doing? Nice to have you pop in. I appreciate it. I'm doing some wacky stuff this evening. It's been a bit of a strange night. I'm gonna play some Dragon Age Inquisition, and we're gonna have some fun. But just for you, Sue. That's from the movie Psychotronic Man. Look it up. It's terrible. All right. What do I have in my inventory? Did I clear out? Did we clean house? Yes, we did. Okay, thank God for that. Armor. We cleaned house. Good. Accessories. Still got a few of these. Still got a few of those around. Don't need them. Hey, Night Guy. How you doing? We're going to do a little bit of wandering around this evening. And we're going to see what project is next.
Were the Templars ever unkind to you, sir?
Have a good night, Sue. I mean, I'm doing fine. I don't know if anybody else is here. Just a friend of mine named Sue who popped in just to say hello. But I don't know if Laura's here or Lily's here. Indigo won't be here because she's directly underneath me. And I don't mean, like, directly. I mean, she's one room underneath me. She's hanging out with my roommate. Because we're all friends. Improve stability.
My scouts are posted on
We have
the
sent our
ridges
soldiers
in
to the
case
most
there's
troubled
any trouble.
areas. We've received numerous letters of gratitude from people in Ferelden and or Ley. We are proving that trust in the Inquisition will be rewarded. Cool. Got a coin. Our efforts bore fruit. A portion of the profits will be passed to you. Use it wisely, Harold. Neat. Sister Liliana, my thanks for the timely information regarding the threat to young Monette. As I am sure you have heard, Lady Carolina has been disgraced as a result of making such an undignified attack on a young lady, and has retired to the country in shame. The young Duchess herself is quite aware that she has you to thank for her position, and she has pledged the city of Leeds, or Lides, or Lides, to the Inquisition cause. Yours in gratitude, Mother Renette. Ancestral Shield of Lides. Fancy. Did you see my new button functions?
That's not good.
I can push a button and that'll happen anytime I want to. If something bad happens in the video game, I can just go...
That's not good.
It's in there for good now. You got verbally violated today? A friend of mine on Discord scrolled past a picture of Ed Sheeran and thought it was... You don't look like Ed Sheeran. That's just patently false and frankly silly. We need to find the source of these vicious rumors. Where's the Imperial Court? Good. Let's find the source of the rumor.
Let's see what we have.
Well done. She just scrolled quickly past a ginger man and assumed it was me. That's unfair. It's an unfair characterization. It's the kind of thing that makes a fella want to smack a kid in a sleeping bag so hard against a rock that he pops. I love this button. Okay, and now the final test. Did you hear that? Did you hear a sound? The violation was so bad that my Wi-Fi immediately shut off and didn't restart for 10 minutes. That's I'm deeply sorrowful to have heard about such an incident. I will defend your honor until the very end. Oh, man. First of all, are they amazing? Yes, they are. Oh, my lord. I will never stop. I will never stop with that shit, just so you know. Let's see here. What else can I do? Thank you. I went along with the joke and changed my name on her to Discount Ed Sheeran. Sweet deal. Definite plus. Poor man's Ed Sheeran. I like it. Alright, I gotta figure out what the hell am I doing. In your heart shall burn. With the Inquisition's hard-won allies, it is time to march on the breach and close it. Meet in the war room when ready. No. Blackwall, what do you need? Blackwall needs something.
O Creator, see me kneel, for I walk only where you would bid me.
Should we try to close the breach? Is this stream on PS4? Yes. What? Why? Why do you ask?
These truths the Maker has revealed to me, as there is but one word, one line.
I mean, the game I'm playing on a PS4. And then, the stream itself is run through a computer. Because you can't do the kinds of stuff that I'm doing on PS4's streaming thing. But other than that, in that regard, it's on why? The title is not a God damn it! Alright, well,
The Herald of Andraste is going to close the
you know how to fix things like that. Can you change the title to Dragon Age Inquisition on PS4? How is that even possible? That's from, like, I was running tests last night. No, I'm good. Now I'm going in. You've done made me concerned about stuff. My channel. Now, I don't look at my channel. Go to Stream Manager. You don't have Super Mod? Well, you ought to. Testing. Not a stream on PS4. That's... Okay. Dragon Age Inquisition. And then the name of the stream shall be A Stroke of Genius. Because the gag for tonight is that I consumed a whole bunch of things that are very unhealthy for me. And I think it is entirely possible that I will have a stroke before the end of the stream. Does it reflect accurately now? Is my question. Because I just changed it. I just updated it.
Just returning the cups, Blizzer.
Just need half a cheesecake. That's impressive. I had, over the course of the day, I had, to start
Be the word.
Travel safely.
Sing
a cookie from the vending machine at work, which has over 400 calories in it.
Do you think you can have it done by midweek?
Then I had a
That
cup
way the
noodle
trade
for
leads it.
breakfast and a cup
Quartermaster
noodle for
Drone
lunch.
understands that your work can't be rushed, Master Harry.
And I've had 2 Diet Cokes.
Midweek. Tell.
Make her look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And
I
to
think it's
actually
just
walk
spacing
out
out.
of it. To be that close.
I was lucky.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Yes.
At least you're honest.
Being up front is better than Oxman.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
Some worship me. I like that. No. I want peace.
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Ah, so you're more of a retribution man. I can dig that.
Draw your last breath.
What's this? Special shipments. Oh yeah, I already know about that. I'm trying to figure out, dude. Oh, Laura's here. Hey, how you doing? I've had toast with strawberry jam, stuffed chicken, and coleslaw sandwich for lunch, and spaghetti bolognese for dinner, and the cheesecake. See, bolognese is bolognese just the plain tomato sauce? We have different names for it over here. So like, I'm pretty sure bolognese is just plain tomato sauce with nothing in it. Because the only frame of reference I have for this, of course, is Hot Fuzz, in which they shoot a jar of sauce and it sprays all over somebody, and they're like, "No!" And then he's like, "No, Andy, it's just bolognese." It's a sauce with onions and ground beef. Okay, all right, that's fine. I'll eat. But if it were just plain, like, just tomato sauce with some seasonings in it, I'd be like, "Fuck you." I don't think I would go that far, but, you know, put some chunks in there or something. Even if they're chunks of tomato, I don't care. Mix it up. Make it fun. I have a lot of resentment towards bland food. Because, like, if you're going to eat, like, fuck, man, just, like, eat something good. I don't know. I get frustrated. Shards in the hinterlands. Landmarks in the mire. I go back to the bloody mire. Alright then. Requisition officer has a mission for us. There's this last bloody landmark in the mire, eh? Oh, fucking hell. Still got quite a bit of ground to cover in here, don't we? No, we really don't. Where's the last landmark? Is it this one? No. 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 Oh boy. You can hear the dogs downstairs freaking out a little bit. We're having an interesting evening. If you guys hear some noises from downstairs, that's Indigo and my roommate Caitlin and some others. Sarah and Solus. There we go. Indigo, my roommates Caitlin and Sebastian, and the 2 dogs are down there. It was probably Daphne. It might have been Nala, but I think it was probably Daphne. Daphne has developed a charming little trick. When Nala isn't actively playing with her, Daphne will bark at the door, pretending someone's here, to get Nala to jump up and move off the couch, because she's bored that Nala is snuggling people. And, it's a little manipulative.
I've news, sir.
Hit me.
What is it?
This could help us.
Could it? Well, that's fascinating. I'll take it to the requisition table and see if I can't fix it. Ah, yes. A geological survey. Hey, what's this? Inquisition tapestries? Don't mind if I do. Cool. What else you got? Something stupid, no doubt.
This might interest you, sir.
Might it?
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
I highly doubt that. Ferelden history. Okay, well, that's alright. That's something I might actually be interested in. Refresh to see if the title has reset. Okay. So, homemade sloppy joes. Don't worry, I made them extra sloppy. I'm sorry, Laura. I overlooked your post because I was deeply engaged in the Bolognese scandal. You understand. It has reset? Okay, good. Good. Some trouble with the stream. I've been doing crazy things and just trying to get stuff up and running. I'm gonna do something right now, actually. We're gonna see if this works. Tell me if I stop making sound at all, okay? Because that would be bad. Is the game making sounds? Am I making sounds? Yes, both. Okay, now, are the Simpsons making sounds?
Boring. If elected mayor, my first act will be to kill the whole lot of you and burn your town to cinders. I know it's on.
Okay, so I got that going for me. Fucking 2 right. Okay. Now I've also got this going for me. Oh, God. All right. It's all coming together, guys. At long last, my mad fever dream has started to assemble into what I would call something vaguely bordering on a reality. I'm, for one, thrilled. I cannot believe that you guys, like, hang out with me. Because bloody hell, I wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, hey, this guy. Beacon. Let's go over this way, shall we? See if we can't find out what's over there. Because I reckon there's at least one more landmark here. Light of Andraste, Beacon, Beacon. Locked door. Yeah, that's fine. And then there's some crap over there if I can't find that. Okay, good. My reality categorizes donuts as vegetables. Still working on my reality. Yeah, it takes time. It takes time to like fully cobble together. You're by far one of the coolest people on Twitch, and you get bonus points for the Majestic Beard. I appreciate that. The Majestic Beard takes hard work. I just got a trim, actually. I don't know if you noticed, but my hair is a little bit shorter, and my beard is just a smidge shorter. Just a touch. And the reason for that is that I was doing extensive damage to my hair by just letting it grow and grow. Thankfully, my roommate is a hairstylist, and she was more than willing to assist in giving me a trim and getting me healthy again. So I no longer have split ends. I'm no longer destroying my hair every time I comb it. Everything is slowly but surely coming together. Dude, it had been... I seriously think it was closing in on a year since the last time I had gotten a haircut. And that's, frankly, that's just too long. See, the thing is that every time that Caitlin cuts my hair, I go to pay her, and then she won't take my money. And then I feel bad. And so, so that's where we're at, is that I'm like, no, I can't take your services. So like once a year, I now let her cut my hair for free. Hey, see, I thought that my beard grew very slowly too. But actually what it is it just falls out very quickly. Because if you're not taking proper care of it, then every time that you like brush it or comb it or whatever, a whole bunch of little hairs fall out. And so I was actually like, I was doing damage to myself by doing this. A lot of this, and you'll catch me doing it on a stream. And it's, your hand shouldn't be touching your beard. That's not what it's there for. You can't let your OCD get the better of you, is my point. Where the hell am I going? No, I wanted to go there. Why are there undead attacking me? I did not go in the water. You're not allowed to attack me unless I go in the water. Those are the rules that I've just made up. I said I needed to stop doing... I know, seriously. It's the worst. Like, you can't help but gently stroke your sweet, sweet beard. It's like programmed into us. And it's cruel. It's cruel that you can't do that because it's such a lovely beard. And you want to stroke your beard. Gently. Softly. But every time that you do it, you're gonna pull hairs out, and you're gonna put the oils in your hands, which are mildly acidic, into your beard, and you're gonna do damage, lasting damage, long-lasting, permanent damage, and it's just a bummer. They should make beards strokeable. They should. Somebody should invent some sort of thing. Some sort of delightful cream that you can put in your hair that will make your beard completely strokeable and safe. So that you can safely stroke your beard. There has to be a way over there. Do you see what I'm seeing? There's got to be a way to get over to that place. Yeah, see? Now your old friend Pat is all up inside your head. And I'll find myself doing it, like, in the break room at work. Just kind of, like, chilling there. I'm gonna be like, oh god, I'm doing it again. It sucks. Okay, here. No, here. And we're gonna skirt the wall. Okay, 3 black lotus. Good deal. Fuck you, undead boy. Cursed undead. There's a couple of specific quotes that I need to pull from The Simpsons, and if I have to rip them directly from TV myself, I will do it. But that Simpsons quote button has to have Principal Skinner shouting, "Curse the man who invented helium! Curse Pierre-Jules Cesar Jensen!" There's a couple. There's a couple I need. There's a few specific moments from The Simpsons throughout Simpsons history that have brought me great joy. Dare I say, the greatest joy. Think I can make it onto that edge there? I'm gonna go for it. You cannot make it onto that edge over there. Don't even try. Doesn't work out. We got a fucking zombie over here? Kill it. Just kill it, guys. My back could use a trim too. The hair is growing over the top of my shirt. Okay. I'm not gonna judge. You know, it's genetic. It's not like you said to yourself one day, "Boy, I could really use some back hair," you know, and then just sprouted a bunch. Like, you know, you got the curse. I understand. It is unfortunate. I mean, it's a shame, and it is gross. But you know, you gotta live with what you got. And if I said that I didn't have some of my own, I'd be a liar. A filthy, rotten liar. So I sympathize. What am I even looking for? What is the quest that I'm on? How do I change my quests? What? No, I don't want to be on shards. Regions. Here we go. Regions in the... Regions in the mire. I got that. Close up shards. Close up regions. Landmarks. Landmarks in the mire. Okay. Maybe now I will see it on the map. No. 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 Okay. Well, I think I'm headed towards something of interest. I got a feel. Oh, hey, first of all. Hello there, Mr. Chest. I'm confused. I last looked at the time here at 9 p.m. It is now 15 minutes to 1 a.m. and I have no idea how. So you just experienced a period of missing time? If I didn't know anything about her, I'd say this was turning into kind of an episode of the X-Files. Okay, I think this is it. This is it. I don't think I've been here on the map before. Yeah, I haven't been here. This is all new. Okay, good. Because I need to locate all of the regions. Hey, I need some of this diseased tissue. And 5 gold, apparently. Don't you fucking shoot your green ghost vapor shit at me, you son of a bitch. Undead piece of crap. That's what happens. Just so you know, that's what happens when you shoot your green shit at me. You get killed. Right proper. Quick. I was gonna try to do the line from Alien 3 there. Quick and painless, but I did it wrong. Hey, I got a Ferelden medallion. I got more diseased tissue. How delightful. Ugh. Okay, so what we have discovered from this evening is I have not given myself a stroke, at least thus far. What I have done is given myself a stomachache and made myself nauseous. So, ooh. So good luck to me. I need some, like, actual food in me. As opposed to the garbage that you put.
Look around.
Yeah. That's exactly what you want to do, is stream nauseous. If you haven't tried it, it's simply delightful. Hey! See that? That was a sweet backflip right there. Every time I play open world video games, every time jump thing, and I'm always like, how did I spend so much time doing this? Yeah, well, I mean, that I completely understand. King Caspar the Magnificent saw 127 summers before he finally left the eternal slumber beneath our great kingdom. For eternal slumber. Even on that last day, the king sparred with his great-grandson, Mathis the Glorious, and bested him. King Caspar showed no signs of weakness or decrepitude in his advanced age, and proved more than a match for the much younger man. Caspar met every blow Mathis delivered, and returned each with twice the vigor. In the end, the great king threw his grandson to the ground, and with one stroke of his sword, sheared the beard clean off Mathis's chin. "You are a Pentagast," the king said. "Have some care for your appearance." Chastised, Mathis sent for his attendants, and bade them to bathe and groom him. Thereafter, his chin was always shaved obsessively close to the skin. As for the king, he retired to his chambers for his afternoon nap. When it came time for supper, the servants were unable to rouse him, and that is how King Caspar the Magnificent, 60 years the supreme lord of Navarra, finally set aside his crown. From the Pentagast Kings of Navarra, a growing book of family legends. Fabulous.
I noticed in a recent fight, you killed someone I was already dealing with.
You were doing it too slow.
Just to be clear, you wish me to manipulate the delicate balance of the primordial energy of the Fade faster.
You're not making it worse. It's bad enough you people do that at all.
So Sarah's a mage racist. Fabulous. Yeah, I feel bad for Mathis Pentagast as well. If he wanted to grow a sweet beard, it was none of his dad's damn concern, is my take on it. Ellie, not safe in village. Gins, horned monsters in fog, near castle. Uncle and I moved supplies to Granite Point. Come back for you and your mother once we make camp. Be safe, you're the only cousin I've got left. Lewis. Why do you speak like that? Dragon Piss. The name is probably figurative, but no one knows for sure. Jesus, alright, settle down there, Blackwall. Well, that was disappointing as hell. I explored a whole new region of the map, and I didn't get all of the landmarks. When it was landmarks I came here in search of in the first place. I mean, did you really have me come out all the way out here? Piss off, ghost. You really had me come out all the way out here across the river for fucking that. Are you serious? Bastards.
Watch out!
I want to play Valhalla. Looked awesome when my husband was playing. Never played an Assassin's Creed game, though. I played an Assassin's Creed game briefly. Found it to be, I mean, the original Assassin's Creed. Found it to be an awkward and clunky experience, though I'm sure they've improved since then. And also found it to be a subpar impersonation of the original Thief game. So, I walked. Am I a stubborn asshole? Yes. Yes, I am. what's it to you? Well, no. I refuse to accept that. There's got to be some further way to get over there. Why would they have that whole section of map if you couldn't get to it? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Where's my horse? Oh. Well, that's fun. Where's my horse? Codex, journal, options. No. Character record. No. Where's my horse? I can't believe this is even happening. I called the horse before. I'm going to play Assassin's Creed 1, Brotherhood, and Revelations before the newer games. If you want to play them, AC3, Black Flag, Rogue, Unity, and Liberations are good too. God, there are so many of them now. I had forgotten what a horrifying plethora of these Assassin's Creed games there are. He said with a completely undue sense of revulsion. I played one of them. I don't actually have the right to talk shit. Yeah, well, that's Ubisoft for you. Huh. You really, really can't explore any further in that direction, and that just makes me want to scream. But alright. You win this round. Seriously though, how the fuck do I get my horse? I have a horse. There should 100% be an option for a horse here. Triangle does that. Aha! 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 Good. Okay. I figured it out. Spirit essence. Fancy. Can I call the horse now? There's bad guys over there. Can't call the horse when there's bad guys. I got it. Please. No? You're really not gonna let me call the horse? I can't call it. The arrow in this remind me of arrows from Far Cry Blood Dragon. I never played Blood Dragon. I played Far Cry 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I never played Blood Dragon, and I've never played Primal. Or any of 5, any of New Dawn. So I guess I have, at this point, half of the series left to explore. Honestly, Far Cry 4 is an exercise in tedium for me. Like, I played a lot of Far Cry 4. But the further you get into the storyline, the more you realize everyone's a bastard. And you're like, oh, okay, that's the moral of the story. Everyone's terrible. Why would I possibly want to continue on with the storyline of this when I know what I'm going to be supporting? Like, I'm pretty sure one of the dudes is into child brides. Like, that's not kosher. The one who's opposing child brides is in favor of building their economy off of heroin. So I'm like, no, we won't be doing that. There's just like a lot of very questionable ethics and I'm trying to figure out a way to rebuild the kingdom of Kirat without it being just an utter shithole. Extreme ratio cookery at the as a... Yeah, the cookery is nice. I also genuinely adore the whole concept of throwing food, like meat, out into the crowd and having that attract predators and stuff like that. So you can throw meat into a crowd of bad guys, and then like a wolf will come be like, hey, I want meat, and then it'll be like, oh, people, and it'll attack them. Like, I think that's hilarious. Kind of a perfect game mechanic for me. To catch animals, some can be tamed and used as mounts. That would be fucking rad. This is a whole section that I think I had to climb over something to get to. I don't think I could have gotten this by, like, a regular path. And I'm pretty sure this is the last landmark, because, I mean, how could a big old windmill not be a landmark here? Seems kind of like a defining mark on a landscape. Yes. Ding! Old windmill. The sturdy windmill appears old, but well kept. The tougher ones of a boss fight, you get a giant white wolf called the Snowblood Wolf as a mount companion. That's cool. A witch ice staff. Take a look at the old map. Yeah, we're clearing things out real good over here. But none of this was visible before. Okay, I'm happy. I want to open up more regions to explore, but I haven't completed enough of the storyline. But at the same time, like, am I supposed to move directly onto trying to close the breach? Does that seem wise to anyone? I don't know. Uh-oh, a ghost. Alright, they took that. Fun wrecking enemies with primitive style weaponry. One of my good friends has it, but I don't know if it was like if he got it as a digital download or if he actually bought the disc. But if he actually bought the disc, maybe I can borrow it from him. Of course, that would mean coming into contact with another human being, and that's something that I've been unwilling to do for months, so... Yeah, Far Cry, it's funny, there's like cyclical time periods in which Far Cry is available for a discount. Am I done in this region? I think I might be done. In which case, oh my god, the hinterland still has so much left. There's still so much left in this place. Oh, is this where the bears were? Oh, Jesus Christ. There's no strength. Alright, fine. We'll go over here. It'll be great. It's gonna be great, guys. Maybe 8 pounds. That was only 80% off. See, that's when that's where I like to grab shit. Is at the low. I get, for the record, this symbol over here in America has taken on an unnecessary connotation where that's a W and this is a P. So it's white power. I mean to go like, good. But instead, now I have to worry about making this symbol because fucking white nationalist assholes have ruined everything for everybody. So I just did that, like, not really thinking about it. But if you see me do that, like, it's a thumbs up. That's when I like to grab those products, is in the 80% off range. Like, that's when old Pat hops onto the party.
This might interest you, sir.
That is seriously
What is it?
This could help us.
an unfortunate ongoing concern, is that every goddamn thing I do can be misconstrued as some sort of white nationalist bullshit. Because my country is just rife with hate groups. Just full of them. So I'm trying real hard to alter all of my behaviors to never have to, like, fall in with that crowd. It's infuriating. The Norse runes have totally been co-opted for, honestly, for decades. I mean, the Nazis were the first ones to do it, but like biker gangs and stuff like that use Norse runes over here and then beat up black people and slap around their women and stuff. Like, there's just a lot of... I'm not giving the Norse runes up, though. I'm not letting them. You don't get to take that. That's not yours. There's a history and a culture and a heritage behind that whole thing that you don't get to fuck up for people just because you're an asshole. You know? But gee, wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have to think about any of this shit? We could just, you know, make hand gestures and have that not be a potential problem. Just don't move in any way. Basically, yeah. Basically. That's kind of where we're at. We'll go to this Australian. It's the next logical place to go. Pass off! Oh, hello. Thought you could hit me, did you? Too slow for that ship. Bunch of grotty little wankers. I have a genuine question. I've seen a lot lately that certain POC are claiming that braids are only an African/African American style and the Norse are appropriating it. Not braids, dreadlocks. And it's not true. But in America, dreadlocks have been almost exclusively an African style for quite some time. So seeing a white person with dreadlocks can sometimes be mildly problematic because they're usually copying popular styles from, you know, black American culture. But the Norse don't have dreadlocks. They're tight. I know. There are the tight braids thing. If anybody's claiming that's cultural appropriation, then that person is wrong. That's not cultural appropriation. Norse people, Celtic people, Pictish people have worn braids for millennia. It's a universal hairstyle. Cornrows? That I could see. I don't know of too many cultures outside of black Americans that have regularly worn cornrows. But I could be proven wrong on that point. Because they're so closely associated with black culture here in the States, I don't think I would be likely to wear cornrows because I would feel like it was me hijacking somebody else's cultural identity. But I don't think that they're inherently problematic. It just seems to me that that's been a thing that Black America has done for generations. That white people recently went, hey, this is cool, we want to do that. And it's not that I don't think that you can do things that you think are cool, that other people do. It's that there's so little that we have left for Black America. There's so little that we've left for people of color that hasn't been claimed by white people. And there's so much that we have just inherently made like a white thing that the people of color in this country have like a legitimate complaint to make about. Well, for instance, like, how many TV shows do you see that are all about, like, white families and stuff? And it's only recently, like, very recently, that we've started to have television dramas or comedies that are about black people or people of color. White is the default here. It's the normal here. And blacks, Hispanics, Asians... But, for instance, we have to call them Black Americans or African Americans. We could just call them Americans because everybody else... I'm an American because I'm white. Isn't that problematic? Some people don't think so. Some people think that that's a narrative that's being pushed on them to make them feel guilty, to make them feel less than or inferior or something. There's a whole counter narrative going on there that's fucking crazy. Where they're literally like, oh no, you've got what guilt? You don't need to believe that, you know, you've got nothing to apologize for being born a white person. No, I don't have anything to apologize for, obviously. What I have something to apologize for is the fact that I have benefited from a whole bunch of the advantages that brings and never even recognized that I get those advantages. Never sought to ask the question of whether or not I might share those benefits with someone else or try to make it so that I don't benefit just from being white. If you have a problem with seeing it, recognizing it, and calling out for what it is, you're the problem. If you're a white guy like me who's just kind of like, yeah, I know, that sucks. Like, people of color aren't mad at you. You're not the villain. They just want other stuff fixed.
I've got a few ideas.
Okay, what do you got? I built those watchtowers.
In the areas you recommended.
Nicely done. That'll give both the refugees and our farmers some warning next time trouble pays a visit. I'll speak to the master and have weapons sent to your people at the crossroads.
Fancy. I like weapons. I just think that sometimes members of the POC take it too far and accuse everyone for appropriating culture that isn't actually appropriation, if you know what I mean. I think it's got to be very, very difficult to understand if for somebody who's not American. Because America is ideally supposed to be this melting pot. It is supposed to be a place where everyone has an equal and fair shake of it. And it isn't. And so I think people are... every day, they're just kind of ground down by that fact. And I think when you exist in a way that makes you feel like less of a person, eventually you can become sensitive. You know, I get annoyed when people say, oh, I'm so OCD about that. And I'm like, you don't have to fucking take pills. You don't flip on light switches on and off before you leave a room. You don't have to test every door every time you walk through it just to make sure that it's properly locked or closed. You don't have to do any of the weird shit that my brain made me do before I was on medication and before I had some sense of control over it. So I have this sort of righteous indignation against it. I think in the United States, where we absolutely have a problem with institutionalized racism, it is not only reasonable for people of color to get mad, it's actually kind of at this point necessary, because they've tried for so long to peacefully protest, and white people keep coming up with more rules about how they need to peacefully protest. I mean, Colin Kaepernick got booed out of the NBA, or out of the NFL, and like lost his job and livelihood and everything, and became like a maligned villain to white Americans because he took a knee during the national anthem. He did it to get attention, to draw attention to the fact that black people across the country were being killed by policemen for things that ordinary white people would have been not even questioned for. They would have just been allowed to, like, keep walking down the street.
Yay!
And because he drew attention to that fact, he became like a fucking supervillain in this country. So, like, when you think about it from that stance, it's like, does somebody take it too far by saying you can't have a certain hairstyle or whatever? They gotta take any bit of ground that they got, and they gotta stand on it until we get to a point where we've fixed the societal problems. Once we get to a point where we're treating each other with mutual respect, nobody's gonna give a shit what kind of hairstyle you've got. Black people are gonna be like, yeah, those cornrows look good on you. You know what I mean? Like that. It's not. It's just. There's so much here in the States, and I don't know what it's like over in Ireland, or North Ireland. I can't speak for that situation. Frankly, I can't speak for the problem of what it is like to be black in America. I can only speak from what my black friends have told me, because I've never had to experience that kind of shit firsthand. So it's tough, and instead of being like, they take it too far, I just try to say, well, I don't know what's driving that. I don't know what's motivating that. I don't understand it completely, but I want to understand, because I want to help. I want things to be better for those people. You know, and when you approach it with that attitude, you, first of all, you're in a better position to help other people. You're in a better position to be a good ally. Secondly, you're far less likely to be angry. And being angry all the time, that's not good for anybody. If you approach it from a position of trying to understand, wanting to understand, wanting to help, I think that it's just better for everybody. So I'm not saying, like, you know, your position. I'm not trying to criticize you or ridicule you or whatever. I would just ask you to, like, rethink it. Like, imagine what it's like to see every day in America another story about someone who looks like you getting stepped on by a white police officer, and seeing nobody do anything about it. And then seeing those same people who cross the street to get away from you just when you're just walking down the street. Seeing those same people listening to your music artists and trying to learn how to do your style of art and trying to wear clothes that make them look more like you, even though you're the villain. I'm glad you feel that way, dude, because it is a movement, and it is that they're just people. They're just people having a shit time and trying to not have a shit time anymore. It's gaining traction too. That every day they're a little bit less vilified, and that's big news. I'm really excited to see people slowly starting to embrace. Like, you take a look at the new administration, the Biden administration, the way that they're dealing with race in America, just talking about it. I really hope we can get along someday too. Human nature in general tells me that that's a far-fetched concept, but I gotta hope for it, you know. I gotta hope for it, because I just want... I want people to be able to live their lives and with some sense of respect and dignity. Oh, you think it's funny to just jump at me from nowhere? You're stepping on caltrops now. How does it make you feel? You cheeky bastard. Oh, you done it again. Oh wow, what's that? That's not that same kind of demon. Hey, listen, Iceman. Get your fucking chill, huh? That was a pun that I didn't even mean to make. That was unintentional. How do I disrupt this? Can I disrupt this? Let me disrupt that rip. I can't. They won't let me. A lot harder. I remember this thing. Kind of a bitch. How do I get up there and wreck that thing up? Can I close this? There we go. Okay, good. There's a few different movements going right now. You know, I got a black friend who I talk to about this stuff on a regular basis because it's important to her, it's important to me. She's marched in the Black Lives Matter marches. She's taken some hits. She's been through some shit. And we had a customer come into the store who was asking for something unreasonable. They wanted us to fix something for free that they had broken, and they didn't have a warranty on it. And when we told them that we couldn't do that, that customer immediately claimed that we were racist for not helping her. And that had nothing to do with it. You know, we just couldn't help because there were policies. Like, yeah, I'm sorry you broke your phone, but I can't fix your phone for you for free that you broke. You know? And so my friend heard the story about that, and she was pissed. Because she's like, see, the problem with that is that there are some people who will jump immediately on saying that. That's their go-to thing. And she goes, it's not even necessarily that they themselves believe it, but it's that they know that people are so scared of being accused of being racist or are so upset by being called racist that they will kind of bend over backwards to fix it. So she's like, that's kind of a way of getting what you want. And I was like, oh. I'm sorry your Wi-Fi died. I was kind of in the middle of a little thing there. I thought I still had you, but basically she was saying, like, that's a cheap shot that some people employ as their means of getting what they want. And she's like, that's really shitty, and I'm sure it made you feel shitty, and I'm sorry that happened. And my counterpoint to that was, whenever something like that happens, whenever somebody you know, demands something unreasonable, and I don't meet that demand, so they call me a racist. I'm like, imagine how much shit you've been through where that's your default. That's your go-to. You know? And my friend was kind of like, I mean... She's like, maybe I'm a little bit more critical because I am black. She's like, so, and I feel like that hurts the cause. But she's like, at the exact same time, it only hurts the cause if every black person is judged on the actions of a single black person, which is kind of bullshit anyway. So, there's a lot of interesting angles to this whole thing, to especially racial relations in America. It's a big old house. I'm just trying to navigate it. I'm trying to be compassionate. I'm trying to be understanding. I'm trying to be open, because I can tell when somebody's pissed because they want something to be pissed about, and I can tell when somebody's pissed because they've been hurt. Because they're two very different pisses. Proud Boys, they're pissed. They're pissed because suddenly a whole bunch of liberals came along and said that they weren't allowed to act all smug and superior to women and people of color. And they're just so mad that they don't get to do that anymore. I'm like, I'm sorry that I took away your right to be an asshole. You know, maybe stop trying to take away other people's right to live. I don't know, I'm weird. I got crazy ideas. Conscientious objector. Go to the cabin in the Highlands. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. It's a nice knife. Templar cabin. Templars to the west. Fighting between apostate mages and rogue Templars has driven refugees from their homes and endangered everyone in the area. Oh, yeah, we gotta take care of them Templars. Let's kill them. These forest camps where it's... Now that I've successfully driven away everybody who possibly wanted to watch the stream with like 7 hours of a white guy talking about Black Lives Matter in a positive light, let's get back to playing the video game, shall we? People get weirded out. Why is he talking about this stuff? Alright, we're in the bear zone. Everybody keep your eyes peeled. Shit. Put the caltrops down over here. And then make a tasty retreat. Done and done. Fantastic. Unfortunately, now there are other enemies behind us. Because these guys are opportunistic assholes. Yeah, I knew you were going to come and sneak up on me, so I laid down some caltrops. Fucked up your little ploy, didn't I? You bastard. Wi-Fi's acting up again. Oh, yeah. That would drive me up a fucking wall, friend.
Then I left.
Not that it hasn't. Because, I mean, you know. It's been a running nightmare over here. Remember when it was just my Wi-Fi crapping out 3 times a stream? Remember how much fun that was? It's great, right? We got it fixed. It's alright. What's this? Why, it's a landmark of some sort. have no idea what it is. It's driving me up the wall. Nearly a year of no reliable Wi-Fi. I mean, I can relate. Back in ye olden days, I had Spectrum Wi-Fi, formerly Time Warner Cable, and we used to have, it was like an ongoing joke in my household. We were watching Netflix, and then the video would stall out, and the whole thing would shut down, and I'd just turn to whoever I was watching TV with and go, "Oops, Time Warner Cable," and then later on it became, "Oops, Spectrum." And since I got Verizon Fios, I haven't had that problem. Now here's the thing. Verizon is still a shitty company run by shitty people. But at least they know how to do their goddamn jobs. And run a fucking big network service. Yeah, that was well spoken. Well crafted sentences. Spellbinding to the last. I have our blade array. Have our blade array. Fabulous. I know there's a bear in there. I saw it. Let me get up on the high ground. Alright, well he's gone now, isn't he? Ah, nice. He's attacking the bandits. Score one for the good guys, am I right? Yeah, I have heard about that there's like a severe issue with Wi-Fi, like worldwide. Well, not Wi-Fi, but internet connectivity worldwide, because just nobody fucking run the place anymore. Like, it's supposed to be people like maintaining the wires and laying more cables and updating shit. It's just not happening. I'll tell you what, man. People are worried about, like, jobs. They're like, oh no, everybody's losing their jobs because of coronavirus. Oh, there'll be plenty of work to do afterwards. I'll tell you that much. Like, we're gonna need to build, like, all new roads. We're gonna need to lay miles of fiber optic cable. The fucking hundreds of thousands of miles of fiber optic cable. We're gonna need to put up just, like, an assload of new cell towers. Gonna need to reinforce every bridge and every building that's ever been built. Yeah, there are going to be a lot of jobs, and that's the thing. So I don't know if you guys have this over here. Like over here in the U.S., we have this bullshit line about job creators. They're like, oh yeah, I'm the CEO of a corporation. I'm a job creator, so I deserve lower taxes. Which is like just a hilarious concept to me, because you know what a job creator is? A problem. Like, if there is a problem, it's someone's job to fix it. I need to get from here to there, and there's just rocks all between me and that thing. Cool, then we need somebody to blow up those rocks and make a road. The problem is the job creator. The asshat who puts on his big top hat and suit and says, hey, I want you guys to work for me building this road, is not the job creator. And the idea that they should be like, that their CEOs should become part of the 1% because they came up with the idea of telling other people what to do, is the biggest load of horse shit that we've had shoved down our throats for I don't even know how long. When coronavirus is over and there is work to be done, you will see job creators are nothing. They mean nothing. This whole time that they've been holding all of our money hostage at the top will be laughable.
Mercenaries?
They appear to be counter-delivering smugglers.
Oh my god. Little Nug, you don't want to go in there. That's what the job is based on, not a personal type. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, I don't want to go down into Valamar. Holy shit, there's like a whole other map in here. That's the philosophy that I've always taken on it. And, like, I understand the world needs organizers, the world needs managers. That's fine. The fact that the manager gets paid 4 times what the worker does doesn't make any sense to me. It never has, and it never will. I'm Pat Narclock Beekler. Welcome to my TED Talk. Lake Lutheus. That's a fabulous name for a lake, don't you think? Alright, how the fuck do I get here? Oh, look at that big boy over there. That's a real fancy hammer you got. Be a shame if somebody shot you in the spine. Come on over here, bud. Why don't you walk through my caltrops? There is a minimum wage. It ranges from state to state. In some cases, city to city. A letter found on the body of a bandit who stole from refugees in the hinterlands. The ink is smudged, and only a few sentences can be made out. You can die pretending you learned back your soldier's honor, or you can go do something with the skills that... Or you could do something with the skills that son of a bitch taught you. Spend some time with my boys. No one will know who you are in Ferelden. And it's not so bad. A little bit of smuggling, a little bit of extortion, you'll get used to it. Well, hope he got used to it before he died. It's really something special. It's a bizarre moment from an otherwise serious movie that, like, screams comedy. The people who made the movie obviously had no idea how funny that was. But if they had known, they wouldn't have put it in there. The idea that the kid gets thrown... Like, fine. Have the kid get thrown against a rock and, like, splatter horribly. Make it grisly, and it's a child dying. Like, that's horror. That makes your monster look, you know, really upsetting. But having a child in a sleeping bag slam against a wall so hard that he bursts into feathers, that's comedy gold, baby! Like, that's not something you put in a horror movie if you want it to be a serious horror movie. That's my official position on the matter. could do the annoying kids in Bethesda games. Try the annoying kids that you hear over the microphone when you foolishly decide to find out what this whole Fortnite craze is about. Because, like, about, I don't know, 3 months into the popularity of Fortnite, I was like, alright, well, it's free to play, I'll check it out. And Jesus Christ. Well, at this point, I'm like, you couldn't pay me. Not only am I not going to pay you for your game, you could not pay me to play your game. The fandom surrounding Fortnite, the phenomenon that is Fortnite, the continuing corporate partnership that is Fortnite, just is like, feels icky to me. Alright, here we are. This is the Templar camp. This is how I route these bastards out of Ferelden for good. These aren't even the Red Lyrium infected Templars. These are just asshole Templars who decided to go rogue and murder civilians. I don't have time for... Oh, hey. Nice try. Yeah, it's really gross, actually. Like, when you throw the X-Men in there, when you've got fucking Terminator and Sarah Connor in there, I was like, have you people no decency? Leave Terminator out of this. I get mad. Hello, boys! Why don't you come down here and step on my caltrops sometime? I mean, I understand. If you make partnerships with companies and you feature, like, their characters in your game and stuff, it you know, spreads... It creates more love of the game because it brings other people into the fold. That's why Dead by Daylight is such a stroke of genius. Just getting contracts with various horror movie franchises and putting their killers into the game. Beautiful. Brilliant. Well done. The good news about the game is that it's a good game. It's like a cool game. It's an interesting game. It's something different.
Refugees should be safer on the King's Road now.
Bandits, demons, mages, and Templars. The refugees are in dire need of help.
This guy's weapon is called the Swedish Fingers. Well, now I've got to know. I'm not one to hit a child, but if I hear that's Kratos from Fortnite, I have to... I am sure that they know he's not from Fortnite. Let's find out what the Swedish Fingers is. Let's put it on... Oh, wow. It is a blade that looks like a hand. And I kind of love it. The problem is that it's substantially worse than the blade you already have equipped, which is just bumming me the hell out. Oh well. Can you equip the Ancestral Shield of Lides? Yes, you can. It defends you better from arrows, but not as well from... Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. That doesn't do me any goddamn good then, does it? Snake blade. Two-hander? Is that hand blade meant to catch and disarm other sword wielders? I think it's just for funsies. I don't think that this would be like a practical design for a sword. In fact, I'm pretty sure the thumb would snap off almost instantly, and then I think all of the rest of the fingers would snap off fairly quickly, and then you'd just be working with like kind of a broad, slightly spiky blade. But it's supposed to be like a hand. But yeah, like there's no way that would hold up to actual combat stress. It would snap like a twig, and then you'd be wielding a short sword with some spines on the top. Is what you'd have there. It's cool looking. I like it. It's just not realistic. Bummer. Over here? What's that? Oh, that's right. That's the Deep Trouble. That's the Carta one. Shards and the Hinterlands. What else we got? Did we do this one? We did that Astrarium. No, we didn't do that Astrarium. Did we do this Astrarium? Alright. I'm gonna make sure that we've gotten every Astrarium in this fucking place. The whole fucking place. Just cut most of the metal fingers off to a shorter length, and you'll have a giant fork on steroids, essentially. You have a beautiful fork.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Yeah, we better. To a waterfall. Iron bark. Belt of winter pack. Iron bark. Alright. Let's take a look here. I believe that's black wall. Iron bark. Oh. It's not in there. Well, what the hell is iron bark then? Armor? No. Bark from the ironwood tree? Possibly. Crafting materials. Iron bark. There we are. Tier 1 masterwork. Critical crafting material. Critical crafting chance 20%. This masterwork material gives a chance for critical crafting. Okay, fancy. So that's what it is. I thought it was like somebody's weapon. Iron bark. A club. Made of iron bark. Ow. Well, that hurt. The grand old time we had in there. Or a shield. Iron bark. Go ahead and hit me. I've got iron bark. You know, like that. That's what I was kind of thinking. But it's a crafting material. This game really is pretty. And it's remarkably prettier on the PlayStation 4 than it is on the PlayStation 3. It is a marked difference. And this is a PS4 launch title, for the record. This is not a new game. It's like 6 years old. I wonder if it tastes like a pint of Guinness. Guinness is pretty irony. I mean, possibly. Guinness, my brother best described it as, it's like drinking a wet loaf of bread. And I think that's pretty accurate. Where is the... Oh my god. Where is this last Astrarium? You simply cannot do this. I need to get to this goddamn Astrarium. And I'm pretty sure I've already gotten to it. In fact, I'm almost certain that I've already gotten to it. That's fine. Just gathering some more crafting materials on my way to the thing that I've already gotten to before. Is it up here? No. Is it up this path? It's not a path. That's just a weird section on a mountain. Okay. Yeah, I am certain I have done this before. Yep, and there are bad guys, and then you turn left here. Yep, okay. Yes. I have absolutely done this section before. Fucking shoot at me. See the nerve of that guy? Trying to shoot me with arrows like he's better at this than I am? Please. Okay, my inventory's full. That tells me a few very important things. First of all, this Dalish hunter bow can go suck eggs. This Ferelden skirmisher longbow can eat me. And this Blight Wisp Vitar and this Rashvine Vitar can eat me. Now we'll go up here and we'll promptly discover that I have done this Astrarium. And that I have probably completed all 3 of them in this area. They used to give Guinness to people in hospitals with constipation over here. It blocks you up good. What? I think you mean people who have the opposite of constipation. Right? Because if it blocks you, you wouldn't want to, like, you wouldn't want to take somebody who already has a problem with constipation and be like, ha 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 ha, and make it worse. Like, that seems cruel. Am I wrong in that supposition? I mean, that's something you or I might do, but in a hospital, they have that whole Hippocratic Oath thing. Oh, okay. I thought you said it blocks you up good. So I thought, you know, I think what you meant to say was, like, it cleans you out good. I'm like, yes. If you give it to people with constipation, it cleans them out good. Oh, okay. Fine then. They give it to people with diarrhea. It cleans them out good. Like, oh, I can't stop going. Like, I don't know. Just... Alright, I think that's all 3 Astrariums. I think I've activated them all, but, you know, for argument's sake, I wanted to check each of them. And... unless, for some reason, this one isn't going, which I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, yeah. So, all 3 of them, good to go. Exactly as planned. Just like I'd hoped. It's all falling into place. Just give Lucozade to patients with low blood sugar. Pretty interesting, although I hate Lucozade. What's Lucozade? I've never heard of that. Is that like a sugary beverage, glucose-based energy drink? Oh, I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, if you had low blood sugar over here, I like chronically, I don't think they'd give you Lucozade. If you had chronically low blood sugar, then they'd be like looking at your endocrine imbalance and stuff like that. But like for a quick fix, they still do stuff like that over here. I think they gave one time I almost passed out. I had blood drawn.
Nothing to report, sir.
No, I didn't have blood drawn. I had AIDS. That's right. No, I I had a tetanus shot, and apparently that can cause what they call vasodilation, which causes all of your blood vessels to simultaneously like open up, and your blood pressure just fucking drops, and then you almost pass out. And they're like, "Oh shit, that's not good. This boy needs energy, stat." And so they gave me, because I guess it also made my blood sugar crash. I don't know why I started telling this story. Anyway, they gave me a fucking huge, like, big gulp full of Coke. So I had to put the straw directly into my nose and snort all of it at once. And vaso is in vascular, and dilation as in opening up. Yeah. Exactly. It was a bad time. I turned very gray, and then I turned very horizontal. In short order. The only reason I know I didn't actually... Yay! I did a smart! Ass hat. That's fantastic. I love it. Serrated canary blades. See, these things are awesome. These are so much fun. The Swedish fingers. I want to hang out with that. Witch ice staff. Fuck it. Mercenary hatchet. Fuck it. Ancestral shield of lides. Keep it. Shocking. Sledgehammer. Kunari. Raider. Army dirk. Crap.
It's good to have commerce restored. I've many goods here if you wish to trade.
Let's go back in here. We'll do the old inventory dance about. Take a look at armor, see if there's anything better than what I've got. Griffin robes. They look like they're good for me, but I can't wear them. Army dirk. Are they Scottish? Perhaps they are. And if they are, what's the problem with that? Okay, I like the look of this with the blue stuff, but how can you go wrong with that crushed velvet look? Ooh. That's cushy. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with reinforced scout. I like the look of the other one better. That's a bummer. I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy about this change at all. It's just a better looking garment. But I guess I'll go with this one because it gives me better protection against swords and arrows. So, just hoping someone was carrying a dirk and a giant skinned dude in his massive sock or something. It's possible. Maybe he had it in his sporrans. Scout mail? Nah, I ain't putting that shit on. That's boring. How pedestrian. Keen Blade Wisp Vitar. We're gonna keep that on. Okay. Now then, Blackwall. Heavy adventurer armor? No. Far Elden soldier helmet? No. Free armor? God damn, that looks awesome, Blackwall. I like that. Heavy warden armor. Looks pretty good. Masterwork Vanguard armor, though, man, that's... can't be beat. Still, fucking look at that. Look at that. Like a wall of silver. I love it. Oh well, going with that. What do you got? You got a medium free armor thing for Elden Soldier, helmet, scout mail. Scout mail. I like you and your skimpy gear. I really do. Cause you're supposed to be my lesbian lover. Eventually, Hannah and Sarah, they're gonna hook up. You wait and see. But for right now, I'm gonna put you into some proper protective gear. Because that's just a lot more armor. A lot more armor. We'll put that up there. Hunter mail. Ooh, hunter mail looks cool. That's an odd... Why do you have like half a breastplate? It's very odd. But I guess you're wearing that now. And griffin robes. Are they better? Are they worse? They're worse. So you're keeping the warden battle mage armor, which looks really cool. Alright, we now have everybody decked out in their proper raiments. And I'm going to sell at least one of these. And one of those. And Antum Sar. Shame to sell it. Scout mail. Heavy adventurer armor. Herald and soldier helmet. Yeah, well. Can I give you that? Can you wear that? Yeah, you can wear that. But I'm not putting it on you. So. That's that. Wait for it. Wait for it. We're not done here yet. Grenades belt. Oh, well, that's fun. Can we get rid of all this gray shit? I don't need any of this. Ring of attack, life ward amulet. Bye. There. Okay.
Right. That's why.
Good times. Excuse me, folks. Folks. Pardon me, folks. Excuse me, pardon me, folks. Guys. Excuse me, guys. And that's the true story of how I got past them. I don't know if that gets comfy anymore. I mean, maybe at one point. What's this? I see an exclamation point. What's your deal? Recruit Ballet?
Watch yourself. Bandits up ahead. Or something anyway. They're blocking the road.
They might not be bandits?
You don't think they're bandits?
Bandits wait till people are vulnerable. Then hit them fast so nobody escapes. These bastards show themselves too early. They care more about driving people away than taking loot. They're either stupid or they're more than just bandits. And they're too well armed for stupid.
Alright, so what do you think they are?
What can you tell me about the attackers on the road?
Several groups. Some of them with bows. They've got better armor than most around here. It's too many for us. If you head out there, careful you don't get flanked. They don't take prisoners.
Fair enough.
Thanks for the warning.
If they decide to cause me problems, I will fuck them up, but perhaps we can get along. I see them. Well, there's nothing for it. I'm gonna have to kill them.
There, the bandits!
Oh, that went through 3 of them. Awesome. So I have this ability.
Right? Too easy. Piss.
When I hit the square button, the icon in the bottom right, bottom left. Sorry. When I fire that off, it does more damage the further away I am when I shoot it. But more importantly, it weaves its way through multiple opponents and does more damage for each opponent that it goes through. So it's like a cumulative thing. So if I get a good lineup of enemies,
The ancient elves may have set up wards near here. If we can find the artifacts they used, it may help strengthen this area against tears.
If I land a good shot, I can really fuck up a whole lot of people. It doesn't have to be a perfectly straight line. It seems to kind of go like a little bit, but it can't be like a right angle.
I've seen so much sadness.
Hello, Miris.
Peace. I am no danger to you. My name is Maris. By your weapons, I see you come ready for battle. Perhaps we face a common enemy in these demons.
Yeah. What's your angle?
Are you fighting the demons on your own?
Fighting the demons is pointless. There will always be more, and I have no means of closing the rifts. But I have heard of elven artifacts that measure the veil. They may tell us where new rifts will appear. I was not expecting so many demons, however.
She can work some real incredible magic.
Can you help me reach it?
You see the way her staff keeps just piercing through that wall behind?
Sounds worth investigating.
Thank you. It shouldn't be too much farther ahead.
Or her own leg? That's true manipulation of the veil.
I do not think I could have done this alone.
Yeah? How did you get here?
How did you come to be here?
I was, first of Clan Venan. I left in service of my clan and saw that great tear in the veil on my journey. I know more of magic and the veil than any shaman, so I hope to help.
Maharal, darling.
We should keep moving.
You say that, but you don't speak Elvish.
We'll need focused magical energy to get by. You, Flatear, can you manage it?
Manuvinen, darling.
You just called him Flat Ear, but you're an elf. What's your problem? Hey, Francis, how are you? I'm doing good, man. Just tidying up some quests in this area. Man, the amount of damage that I can do now that I've spec'd my character out the way that you suggested is fucking astronomical.
There. If we activate that crystal, it should react and strengthen the veil.
Resting, having a milk. I have been with a lot of work and remodeling the house. Oh yeah. Yeah, housework is hard work. Thirsty work, even.
I could feel another of the elven artifacts.
What's that? Did I see something?
Yes, the wards are helping to strengthen the veil. This area should be safer for travelers now.
Good. Good, good, good. Hey, look at this. What is that? Fire rune? A schematic for a fire rune. Neat. What am I missing? Ah. Well, that looks significant. Where did What's-Her-Nuts go? I got out of bed to clean them, got back into bed, and they were still streaked. Ah, that sucks. I just need to clean my glasses. I don't understand how they get so dirty so quickly. Filthy, filthy glasses! Where did that bitch run off to?
That should prove useful. And it seems the ancestors left something for me as well. Interesting. I believe our alliance is concluded. Go in peace, stranger.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Solus, what do you think?
Mahalani, Maglandeva, Vienasali.
Aye. Perhaps you're right. Here, take it. Go with Mithal's blessing.
Solus, what the hell did you just say to her? I've always wondered about that part. Hey, Francis. As long as I got you here. Time to level up. I got all my points spec'd out the way you suggested in here. I think I got everything spec'd the way you suggested it in here. So what do I do? Just hold on to the point? No, I haven't specialized yet. I was playing the last couple of streams I've done. I was playing Control, so I wasn't playing this game. So I'm pretty much right where we were the last time you showed up. Could do poisoned weapons, but honestly, I don't care to. Hook and tackle. You hurl a light grappling hook at a target, then yank hard as you leap to pull yourself to it. Save the point for the specialization. Okay. Oh my god, Sarah, you've got 3 points to spend. I want Sarah to have some serious DPS. Look like it hurt. Cheap shot. Get the head off for the night. Just past 2 a.m. here. Good lord. Yeah, get you some sleep, mate. And thanks for tuning in. It's always nice to have you. Absolutely. Take care of yourself, brother. Seek to hit throne leaves. Caltrops. Looked like it hurt. Cheap shot. You too, buddy. Looked like it hurt. Cheap shot. Guessing this, this, and this. Does that make sense to you, boss? Doot, doot, doot. After cheap shot. Throwing blades? You hurl a group of knives at all nearby targets, ripping through their armor and leaving it sundered. Okay, well, I guess I'll go boop, 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 and then next time she levels up, I'll get this one. Okay. And then I've got her spec'd out to have full draw. I guess that probably wasn't the right choice to make, given the advice that you've given me before. And you improve it? This is precision targeting. When facing fewer targets, you group your knives so that the more blades that hit a single target, the more damage they inflict. Or you throw several daggers in an arc before you, hitting all enemies in front of you, increasing the duration for which their armor is sundered. Over the first one, yeah? 25% bonus damage. Well, we'll see when we get there. Oh, no, not bandits. I'm afraid of bandits. Please don't let the bad men hurt me. You fucking wankers. Well, that couldn't have been all of them, because the fucking... Oh, anyway. We don't need any heroes in this operation. We're being paid to keep things quiet and keep trade away from the East Road. When reasonable, allow targets to flee and spread word of the danger in the area. When such is unreasonable, kill all targets, regardless of colors flown. Well, that's bad news. That policy doesn't seem to benefit very many people other than you. Hello, lads. That takes care of that. The third clip I sent comes out of the combo of Sarah with throwing blades. You must have flank of fire upgraded to unquenchable flame. Okay. Flank of fire.
This would work for a camp.
Yes, it would. This would work very well for a camp, I should say. It's almost like that's what I was headed over here for in the first place. There we go. Preliminary digs have been more than successful. It's extremely surprising to find such a high quantity of the product this close to the surface. If I didn't know better, I'd think it was growing. On one hand, this gives us an advantage, without having to work with the old families back in Orzammar, or even take this through official guild channels. Our families stand to make a killing. On the other hand, the proximity to the surface and to the populated areas of Redcliffe raises an interesting challenge. The war between the mages and Templars should keep people out of the area for now, but as soon as the humans are done trying to kill each other, any operation we start will be uncovered. If we're going to take advantage of this opportunity, we need to keep people out of the area. I'd recommend manufacturing some bandits. This part of Ferelden is lousy with them, so they shouldn't attract much attention, and nobody will have trouble believing that bandits would stake out some territory. By the time anyone uncovers the operation, it'll either be tapped out, in which case we'll be gone, or we'll have the operation running smoothly, in which case we'll be wealthy enough to deny everything and throw some money at the throne by way of apology. Talk to the families and make it happen. This is too good to pass up. I have come across a dragon. I haven't fought one yet. I know there's one not too far from here, but I'm not ready to fight a dragon yet. Hates the red light room. Hates it.
Nothing to report, sir.
Oh my god, it's 9:16. I'm actually going to call it a night, guys. I did a whole day's work, and now I've done a couple hours of streaming, and I think that's a good place to leave it off. But if you'll indulge me, I'd like to see if there's anybody that we can raid. Do I still have 3 people in here with me? because it would be fun to raid the Little Baroness, for instance. Laura's here, Francis Vega's here, and Little Baroness is also playing Dragon Age Inquisition. So it would be fun to raid her channel. Would you guys want to do that with me? Cool. Francis, would you come along? Did we lose Francis? I can't tell. It helps me build bridges with other Twitch streamers, so it would be cool. I'm gonna go to raid that channel. Rating. And we'll go with Little Baroness. So yeah, we're just gonna go from here right on to another stream that's also playing Dragon Age Inquisition. So, oh, that's fair. I don't blame you. I would also go to sleep. In fact, I think I'll do it very soon. Alright. So, get ready, type it in. We're going to go with the usual thing. It's a Viking raiding party. And give me 2 seconds to hop in here. To Little Baroness. Of course, it'll play a commercial. Because it always does. And here we go. Thanks very much for joining the stream. Until next time, it's good night and good luck. And say hi to Little Baroness for me.
The Inquisition will fight for all of us.
Oh no, I'm getting raided by Narclops. Hi.
Have our people been told? They have. And soon
It's a Viking raiding party. Awesome.
Will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow?